Oh yes, has some goodies for you today. McIntosh car audio. Although McIntosh goes back to 1949, they introduced car audio in 1994. I've done a couple videos on amplifiers before on my channel. I'll leave links below so you can check those out. We tested out a monoblock amplifier that we accidentally ran past protection by shutting protection off and blew the amp up. And we also showed off the 6-channel MC530M, an amazing car audio amplifier, probably one of the fanciest ones that McIntosh ever produced over the years. Again, check links in the video description below. But today we're going to look at a set of speakers by McIntosh, the MSS530s. Now these were brand new. I mean, like, never opened. I bought these, I don't know, 6-8 years ago, something like that, and never opened them up because I wanted to make sure I made a video when I opened them up, and that's what I'm going to do today. That's right, these were made in America back in the early 2000s. We'll get to the date here and show you the price and all that stuff here in a minute, but first, let's cut this original tape. Oh yeah. Then we'll get the box opened up and take a quick look and see what's inside. Right here off the top, you will see the owner's manual. And let me tell you what, this is one of the nicest owner's manuals you'll see with any car audio equipment. Let's go back to the directory of 2004 car audio and electronics, and we'll flip it to the speaker section with multiple drivers. We'll see here at the bottom the MSS, they call it 630, but the one at the bottom is actually the 530. $500 a pair. Gives you all the other specifications there as well. And 2004 is about 10 years after McIntosh introduced their first car audio equipment. As we can see here, the $500 a pair back in 2004 is equivalent to around $860 in 2025. So these were not inexpensive speakers, kind of as we would expect from a company like McIntosh. Here we take off the foam, and we can see a little closer inside. You can see the components, you see the crossovers, you see the tweeters. We're going to pull everything out individually and take a closer look at it and find out what we have here. First up, we'll show here the 5¼ inch mid-range speaker. Has a sensitivity of 85 dB, 4 ohm impedance, 120 watt power handling, a strontium magnet, also includes a mica-filled polypropylene cone, as well as a butyl rubber surround. Also, there's a rubber boot there on the back covering the magnet structure. These drivers incorporate the patented LDHP technology. We'll discuss that later. High excursion, low distortion design, high temperature voice coil formers, gold-plated terminals, and much more. Next up, the 1-inch soft dome tweeter, which is included, has a neodymium magnet, and very interestingly, does not come with any additional mounting options. This is designed to be flush mounted, apparently, as many tweeters during this time came with several different mounting options for angled, for surface mount, or for flush mount. But here you can see it's a 4 ohm driver. 2 kilohertz to 20 kilohertz is the response of the tweeter. Again, it is a soft dome, which is what many audiophiles prefer due to their smooth sound. Next up in this two-way system are the passive crossovers. Now these include a 12 dB per octave slope for the high pass and the low pass. Crossover frequency is 2400 hertz. These are 4 ohm impedance and have the input at the top for your speaker wires coming in, and then the bottom you have your mid-range going out and your tweeter going out. Now with the tweeter going out, you have 3 different options. 0 dB for a flat response, -3 dB to kill that high end a little bit, or you have -8 dB if you really need to cut out some of the high end. These crossovers include speaker inputs via insert terminals, which are very nice, very easy to get your speaker wires looking nice and hidden. But we decided to take these apart so you can see what's inside. I know some of you guys really like to see how things are built. And here you can see we've got some coils, we have some resistors, we have some caps. Again, this is 12 dB per octave for the high and for the low. A lot of these crossovers will only do 6 dB for the low pass. This one is 12 dB for both. You can see 100 volt 18 microfarad cap there, and we'll get to the other in a minute. A couple of different coils, and yeah, you guys can just take a look at it, see the resistors there as well. There's the insert terminals, which are, again, pretty nice and beefy for this nice little setup. Now, next up, you're going to get a set of grills. These are nice metal grills for your 5 1/4s. Have the nice McIntosh logo on there, look very slick. The way these work is you pop the grill out and you kind of mount the woofer on top of the mounting plate, and then the grill pushes over top of that. It also includes a couple of gaskets there for your driver. So that's how you mount it, with the woofer inside of the plastic piece. That's your mounting position. And then there you go. Pretty nice overall. Now, these also included all the wiring that you needed for your mids and highs to run to your amplifier, which is very nice. And of course, all the mounting screws as well, because you know, if we're going to do it right, we're going to do it. The only thing, again, I wish it included was some different mounting accessories for the tweeters, so you didn't have to surface mount them, or didn't have to flush mount them, I should say. Give you the ability to surface mount them if needed. Of course, these days we can 3D print and make a surface mount print, but back then you didn't really have the option. Now, the other thing that's very impressive of this is the owner's manual. Check out the embossed McIntosh and the letters here. I tried to get a picture from the side so you could see it. This just kind of exudes how awesome these are, and exudes the high-end nature of what McIntosh is. I mean, they're just a company. They're very proud of the products they make. They make very high-end products, and the price kind of justifies that. But yeah, they even have a specific part number for the owner's manual. Also, it comes with a mounting template as well, which is very nice to show you, what size hole you need to cut out if you need to. Back to the patent number, 5151943. So we looked this up by doing a patent search, and what it was called is low distortion dynamic loudspeaker. Now, they call it LDHP and actually have a copyright for that, but let's get to what the name of the invention is. Invention pertains to dynamic loudspeakers, and more particularly to a dynamic loudspeaker having an increased power output and reduced harmonic distortion. So there you have it. Patented loudspeakers here for your cars. The two-way design, 5 1/4 inch with the soft dome tweeter. Comes with the crossover, comes with the grills, comes with all the wiring that you need. This is a super nice set here. Again, brand new, opened up for you guys here on video. And I've actually got 2 sets of these. I opened up one. I have one brand new in the box, never opened. If you guys are interested, let me know. I will be selling these, so somebody will end up with them. Thanks as always for watching. Make sure you stick around for the next video. Till next time, Big D, I'm out of here.